going on, Internet? Another video coming at you from Redskins Rant. Hail to the Redskins. This is a video where I predict the starting lineup, or at least the 53-man roster, let me rephrase that, for the Washington football team this year. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, you get videos like this all the time, and share it to all your friends so they can enjoy all this content as well. So without further ado, let's kick this off. So the first position that I am predicting is quarterback position. Dwayne Haskins, I believe, will be the starter, followed by Alex Smith as backup and Kyle Allen. The reason I think Alex Smith will be the backup because I think he's just a better quarterback. Kyle Allen was brought in, he knew the system, and he was there because they did not anticipate Alex Smith coming back. But since Alex Smith has come back, I think he'll be the backup because he'll give them a better chance to win if something happens to Haskins. And then I actually think Steven Montez will make practice squad. And then when we cut Alex Smith next year, release him, Steven Montez will compete with Kyle Allen for that second spot. So that is my prediction for the quarterbacks. Let's move on to the next one, running backs. I think we're only going to go with 4 running backs. I think with Geis being gone, I think that kind of shoehorned Antonio Gibson into the running back position. So I think Adrian Peterson will start at the beginning of the season. He might move on to a different role later in the season, but he will start the season. Bryce Love will be his backup. Antonio Gibson will be a hybrid kind of running back receiver. But don't write off Antonio Gibson as not being a part of this running game. He's got speed, and if you haven't seen how big this guy is, he is built like a brick shit house. This guy can play, and then J.D. McKenzie could be a third down back. I don't think Peyton Barber is going to make this team. He is another running back. I just think he's if they really need another running back, I think he's what you call replacement level. I think there's guys out there on the street you can get that are just as good as Peyton Barber. So if you need the roster spot, yeah, go get one. But you don't need to waste a roster spot right now because Adrian Peterson has proven durability. Bryce Love hasn't. Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissic haven't really. So, but I think we'll be carrying 4 running backs. Receiver, now this one was a tricky one, but I think this is one of the positions where we will be carrying a little more than maybe like traditionally most football teams would carry. I think we'll definitely have Terry McLaurin, Steven Montez, Antonio Gandy Golden are our 3 main guys. Dontrelle Inman is a guy we brought in, and we brought him for a reason. We need a veteran receiver. I personally don't like that. I think you should just play Isaiah Wright and put Ken Sims in that spot, and play young guys. But that's just me. I think Trey Quinn will make this. This is all assuming Dontrelle Inman makes the team, and I think they brought him in because they want him on the team. Trey Quinn, I think, will be our 5th receiver, and Cam Sims will be in there as well. Isaiah Wright, which I probably spelled Isaiah wrong. I think I just realized I spelled it wrong, but maybe it's right. I don't know. Isaiah Wright will be practice squad. Because here's the thing: if Redskins waive Trey Quinn, someone will pick him up. If they waive Cam Sims, someone will pick him up. But Isaiah Wright could probably follow the practice squad, and no one's going to snag him from us. So I think they'll do that, and they can have Isaiah Wright next year. Dontrelle Inman will be gone. There may be some other guys on this list that are gone too, but I think that's what I would do. And you have Harmon coming back next year too, so Inman's only like a 1-year stopgap guy. Tight ends. Logan Thomas has been proving very good in camp. He's been really good in the red zone. He's been very athletic. He's shown his capability. Marcus Ball is a very big target, and he's shown his capability as well. The only issue with both of them is they're not the greatest blockers, but that's why we are going to keep Jeremy Sprinkle. Thaddeus Moss will make the practice squad. I think we rotated. We sent him on waivers. No one claimed him. Now, he will swing back to us on practice squad. And he may actually play this year, considering if there's any injuries, but that's where I think Thaddeus Moss will land on this football team. So if you're keeping track, I have 3 plus 4, that's 7, plus another 6, that's 13, plus another 3, that's 19. Okay. Yeah, 13, yeah, that's 16. Sorry. And then offensive line. I think this is one we're going to actually put more on this position than normal. So the offensive line, I think, will, this is from right guard to left tackle. This is in order. Morgan Moses will be a starting right guard. Brandon Sheriff will be starting left guard, and I actually have these 2 backwards. Wes Martin will be left guard, Chase Roullier will be center, and Jean Christian will be the left tackle. We have backups at Cornelius Lucas, Ross Pierschbacher, Wes Schweitzer, David Sharp, Josh Garnett. And I think two guys will fall to the practice squad in Shadiq Charles and Keith Ishmael. The reason why I think that is this is the one position the Redskins have in the last like 5 or 6 years have had more injuries than anyone else. So I think they're going to put a lot more guys on the team in this position, considering there's a lot less question marks at other positions. The next position I have is like a perfect example. There's not a lot of question marks. So, and like I said, they can move a lot of this stuff around. The roster I initially had was like missing a couple parts, so I had to like stow guys in to add like depth somewhere. Yeah. So the next position is defensive line. I think this is the most cut and dry one there is. We might actually throw one other guy in here, and I'll go over that here in a minute. Chase Young is the first round pick this year. He's definitely going to be playing Montez Sweat, also a first round pick. Ryan Kerrigan is going to break the sack record this year, so I think he's gonna get his he's gonna get in the mix at defensive end. Then we'll probably rotate all three of them. The other four guys, Jonathan Allen, John Payne, Matt Ioannidis, and Tim Settle, will rotate at the in the interior two spots. They can go really big and go Payne and Settle. They can go like big, but also with a lot of speed, and Matt Ioannidis and John Allen. There's a lot of options I can do here. And then one person I didn't put on this list is Caleb Brantley or Jordan Brailford could probably be on here. So, I mean, you also could throw Ryan Anderson on this if you wanted to. I don't. I think he would be better as a linebacker. I think it'd be smart to play him at a linebacker position, but that's just me. Yeah, so that's a defensive line. No one makes the practice squad off of this. Linebackers, Cole Holcomb. I think he's proven that he's going to be our version of Kuechly. I don't think he's that good yet, but I think he's going to learn. He's learning from him. Ryan Anderson will be an outside linebacker. Sean Hamilton will be an inside linebacker. And I think Cole Holcomb will play the other one. But I think Thomas Davis will play early. And I think he'll play early because he knows the system. But when the games start getting tiresome, I just think there's a lot of depth. I think the Redskins, as an organization, have invested too much time in Reuben Foster to just move on. I don't think he's quite healthy yet, but I don't think they want to give up on his abilities yet. Kevin Pierre-Louis is another player I think is going to get in the rotation. And Khaleke Hudson, which they're probably not going to keep him much as a linebacker. He's going to play more special teams. But he has proven to be, he's shown in college to be a very valuable asset in the special teams game. So I think they'll play him for that. And he might actually get in the mix with linebackers and safeties. Corners. I think we're only going to keep 5, maybe 6 corners. We could probably drop a lineman and add a corner from 1 or 2. Ronald Darby will be the first player. I think if he stays healthy, he's definitely a top corner. He's a definitely good corner. Jimmy Moreland, the people's corner, is going to make the squad. Kendall Fuller is going to make the squad. Fabian Monroe has actually not looked horrible either. He's going to make the squad, and then Greg Stroman is also going to make the squad. Stroman has had some really, really good days in camp, getting interceptions, getting after it, covering very well. I think those 5 are going to be a solid receiving corps. You could probably throw one more in here, but I'm not going to, based on the list that I've created. Safety. Landon Collins, Troy Apke, Sean Davis, Shazier Everett, and Cameron Curl. Landon Collins is a given. We've given him too much money to not play him. Troy Apke, surprised by me and surprised by a lot of people, that he's actually come around and he's the sidekick to Landon Collins, and when it comes to that secondary. Sean Davis is, I think he's actually underachieved in camp. So it's either going to be Sean Davis or Jeremy Reeves. But I think that because Ron didn't draft Jeremy Reeves, he might give Sean Davis a chance more than Jeremy Reeves because he actually went out and signed Sean Davis. The Shazier Everett, he's been there forever, and he's a really good special teams player, so I think they'll try to keep him. Cameron Curl is a player that Ron drafted that I think he wants, it's a project, and I think he's going to want him on the team and play like practice squad and things like that. Special teams, Tress Way, Dustin Hopkins, and Nick Sundberg. Tress Way is an all-pro kicker. Obviously, he's going to be on the Pro Bowl kicker. He's obviously going to be on league team. He's going to make it. Dustin Hopkins is also going to be on the team. He's going to make it. Nick Sudberg is not wavered from any of his positions. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and just cycle through them really quick. Again, our quarterback will start. It will be Haskins, Alex Smith, the backup, and Kyle Allen will not be backup. He'll be the third string. He may not even dress some days. And then practice squad, Stephen Montez. Running back, Adrian Peterson, Bryce Love, Antonio Gibson, and J.D. McKissick. Wide receivers, Terry McLaurin, Steven Sims, Antonio Gandy-Golden, Dontrell Inman, Trey Quinn, Cam Sims, and Isaiah Wright. Tight end, Logan Thomas, Marcus Ball, Jeremy Sprinkle. Practice squad, Thaddeus Moss will end up on practice squad. Offensive line, Morgan Moses, Brandon Sheriff, Chase Roulier, Wes Martin, John Christian, Cornelius Lucas, Ross Pierce-Balker, Wes Schweitzer, David Sharp, Garnett. And the reason why I say hold on, those last two there, the last three there, when it comes to Wes Schweitzer, David Sharp, and Josh Garnett, they actually, Ron Rivera actually went out and got Wes Schweitzer. He made the attempt to sign him. So that's one reason why I think they're going to try to keep Wes Schweitzer. Another reason about the other two is David Sharp, we traded away a 6th-round pick to get him. I don't think we're going to not see that or not let to put the guy on the team and let him see if we can get some value out of him for a 6th-round pick. And Josh Garnett was recently signed as well. He's a veteran player. He's got some quality minutes in this league. And same with Wes Schweitzer. Wes Schweitzer apparently is not very good, but he has at least some veteran experience. And then G. Charles is a rookie, and he hasn't played much because he has some kind of injury. And same with Keith Ishmael. John Payne, Matt Ioannidis. This whole defensive line is just too solid to not even worry about. Even if we got like half the squad injured, the other if we got 3 of these guys injured, the other 4 can step up and really make a difference in the game. You can probably, like I said, factor in Ryan Anderson could play defensive end as well if we needed to. So like the defensive line is just the most confident one I am in like our abilities, not so much who's like going to make the team. Linebacker, like I said, Cole Holcomb. This is our version of Luke Kuechly. Sean Young Hamilton's had an amazing camp. Ryan Anderson is a monster when it comes to like versatility. Can play defensive end. He can play outside linebacker. He can play with a hand in the dirt. He can play 2-point stance, whatever. He's just a good player. Thomas Davis is just a veteran player. He's got a lot of tackles last year. Well, I think he make a huge impact on his team. Personally, I don't. Reuben Foster, Kevin Pierre-Louis, and Khaleke Hudson are 2 people that I think are going to make an impact. Maybe not as big an impact as others, but are going to have an impact on this team when it comes down the stretch because they're going to be able to play a lot because they're younger. Ronald Darby, like I said, he's had the best camp of any corner. Jimmy Moreland looks good. Every time he looks up, every time you look, he makes a play. Kendall Fuller, like last year, I remember preseason with Jimmy Moreland, he was like making turnovers and everything all the time. You always saw him like making some kind of play. Kendall Fuller, we just paid a lot of money for him. He's going to play. Fabian Monroe, he got comfortable last year playing on the outside, so I think they're going to do that. And Greg Stroman is a very solid 5th cornerback that we're going to put on this roster. And he's gotten a lot of interceptions in the offseason, in training camp. Safety, Landon Collins. We've given him a lot of money. Troy Apke, he's vastly improved. Sean Davis is not playing as good as we are, but it's either going to be him or Jeremy Reeves. He's not going to keep 6 corners or 6 safeties. DeShazier Everett's kind of your utility guy. He's plays a lot on defense, but he also can play safety. And then Cameron Curl is a guy we drafted. I think it was out of Arkansas, if I remember correctly. But he is 100% solid when it comes to being the corner. He's just going to need a year of development. So that's a player they might throw on practice squad as well. Just let him get a year to develop. And then obviously Trustway, Dustin Hopkins, and Nick Sudberg. So Sundberg. This is my video. Let me know what you think. Who do you think that I have like way wrong on? Who's making the roster? Let me know if you think I got it right. How accurate you think I am. Just let me know. And thanks for watching. This is JD. This is Redskins Rant. And hail to the Redskins. See ya.